Well, it's the age of the internet. The internet seems to be everywhere and integrated into almost everything in our daily lives.
But what does the term Internet of Things really mean, and how does it affect you? So joining us now to answer those questions about the Internet of Things is our tech expert, Nika Allen.
Nika, good to see you. So I got to say, this is a term that I have spent probably a year and a half trying to wrap my brain around since I first heard it. What is the Internet of Things?
So I kind of like to think about it as a vision.
Okay.
It's a vision of a smart future.
Okay.
So if you think about it, it's basically anything that's connected to the internet.
Okay.
So that maybe used to be just computers until pretty recently. Now we have our smartphones, our smartwatches, our smart thermostats. You know, there's a plethora of devices that are connected to the internet now, and we can collect, you know, data and information from all of these and determine a lot of things from it. And so basically, the world around us is getting a lot smarter. And actually in 2020, it's thought that there will be about 50 billion devices connected to the internet, which is like 7 devices per person on the earth.
Wow. So can you give us an idea of what this world kind of looks like, how it affects us?
Yeah, so let's imagine that you're walking into your house, your future house here. This house is really going to adapt to you and to everything that it feels and senses with you. So maybe it's, you come into your house and first thing is your house reads your watch, your smartwatch, and it sees how much you exercise that day, and it reads your heartbeat. And then it looks at your calendar and it saw that you had a presentation today, so maybe you are feeling like you want some chill music on, so it'll put some chill music on for you. And it'll adjust the thermostat for you. And then you'll walk into your kitchen and it'll say, oh, you didn't have any, you know, green vegetables in your diet today, so we're gonna pull out some green vegetables for you. Or maybe even think about what you might be interested in having for dinner.
Have you seen the Disney movie Smart House? Is that, I think that's what it's called.
Smart House? No.
Okay, there's a Disney movie called Smart House, and this is basically what it is. And it came out when I was like younger-ish. It was a Disney movie, so I'll say younger. But this is basically exactly, and I was like, that would never happen, but it's actually happening. So if you guys haven't seen that movie, you should see it.
Right around the corner.
Yeah, it's actually happening. And it's really, I would say right around the corner. I mean, already we have a lot of these devices. I think it's just really having them be a little more interconnected and working and talking with one another. You know, having your watch communicate with your thermostat and your TV and the lights, the mood lighting in your house.
Because you do see a lot of that already, especially with security devices, where you know there are doorbells that you ring and you can tell who is at the door, even if you are far away. So we are seeing this integration. One thing that I will say, and maybe it's because I saw Terminator one too many times as a kid, this seems that there could be some risks, some scary things about it. So is there a dark side to the Internet of Things?
You know, I think anytime I come in here and talk to you guys about the internet, things on the internet, technology in general, there's always kind of a dark side. With this one, I'm thinking that it's going to be data privacy and cybersecurity.
Okay.
Yes,
So, you know, kind of still the stuff that we've been talking about. So if you think about, you know, so much of your personal information is going to be taken by these devices, your heart rate, you know, what food you're eating.
If you didn't eat enough kale today.
Yeah,
What?
I know,
What?
exactly. So,
That's important. You need somebody to have your back like that.
That's true.
So of course there's positives to it. You know, we got extra people or devices that have our back, but we also have maybe extra people that have this information. So it's kind of a question, what are they going to do with the information? Who owns this information?
Right.
Are there going to be laws that kind of follow up with who owns the information or the privacy regulations? So all of those things will have to be adapting with us as this technology comes. So it'll be really interesting to see kind of how that plays out. And I think the more that we are prepared for it moving forward, the more that it will favor us, hopefully, as well.
Okay.
Gotcha. So in terms of timeline, you know, we're looking at this, we say our future house. Imagine your future house. Nika, what is your opinion? How many years down the road is that future house?
Oh gosh,
Are you talking 10 years, 5 years, next year?
It's hard to say. I mean, of course, you know, there's people, we're already trying out some of those pieces. So if you're the most, you know, tech savvy person and you like to get things first, I'm thinking, you know, you can start getting some of the pieces now, and in the next 5 years, you may have your house pretty well stocked up.
Your house yelling at you because you didn't eat enough kale.
For the rest of us, you know, I think more like 10 to 20 years looking out.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're really going to start seeing everything around us, and not just our home. So it can be, you know, one thing that I found that was very interesting is smart concrete, maybe, where we can actually detect when bridges are failing. Things like that. So not only smart homes, but smart worlds, smart cities. Driving conditions, you know, can be told to us by the roads themselves and delivered straight to your smartphone. So you can, your smartphone knows your route in the morning, and it can say, hey, there's traffic coming, take a different route, you know.
That's great.
So lots and lots of different things we're going to see.
Lots of possibilities on the horizon.
Lots of possibilities. Our, you know, the smart cars that are coming, they'll talk to the roads themselves for you and do it for you. You don't even have to drive.
Yeah, there you go. All right, well, Nika, thank you for bringing this in. Thanks for breaking down the Internet of Things. And for a full recap, you still want to wrap your brain around the Internet of Things and what is to come, head over to casa.com.